say it's a little bit of inflation. It's a lot of bit of greed. I erroneously, so let's go back just a couple of years. I believed that interest rates, for instance, just going to use this as an example, I believe that interest rates control the housing market. I believed that if you lower the interest rates, housing market's going to boom. If you raise the interest rates, housing market is going to slow down. And then we saw a couple of interest rate cuts. Housing market didn't budge. And then shortly after that, fast forward to now, I guess, we're seeing, because I changed my perspective after that, I was like, no, it doesn't look like it's the interest rates that moves the markets. It's going to be demand. Supply and demand, the old rule of supply and demand. If nobody wants to buy, prices are gonna crash. Well, guess what? For, I don't know, the past 6 months, no one has wanted to buy a house. Look at the prices. Are they crashing? No. Are they dropping significantly? No. So I'm here to say I was wrong again. I believed that if you stop buying houses, prices would crash. Sure, they drop a little. You might see a small cut, but nothing significant. Nothing that'll make you say, oh my gosh, this thing is on sale. For the most part, you're probably out there going, everything is still overpriced. How could that be? And so now we got ourselves a quandary, because the paychecks are still the same. Your paycheck is pretty much the same as it's always been. Sure, they may have given you a $2, $3 bump, something like that, $5 if you're really lucky. But even that's not going to make a significant difference. So I'll just give you a flat number. If you're making less than $100,000, by the way, that's only about $75,000 real money. But if you're making less than $100,000 now, you're probably feeling the pinch more than others. Now, the average person in America, last time I looked it up, was at about $48,000. The average salary in America, 48 grand, which is, I want to say, about $25 an hour, somewhere around there. So you can imagine the jobs that pay minimum wage, struggle jobs. You can imagine the jobs that pay $10, $15, even $20 an hour, struggle jobs. Even jobs that pay about, $25 an hour is now considered a struggle job. So I remember when you had to make 3 times your income to be able to get a home. Now, I don't even know if they do that anymore, because it's almost impossible now. Even if you go and buy a decent place and your rent is $2,000, then you've got to make $70,000 per year, essentially, to be able to rent that place. That's why I get on here and I tell you, hey, look, this is no fluff, all stuff. I'm not going to get on here and waste your time. I'm not going to get on here and beat around the bush. I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. I was talking to a friend yesterday and I said, hey, she was like, hey, your channel's really good. You should really get a lot more views and subscribers. And I said, hey, listen, if I was doing entertainment and just wasting your time, taking your mind off of your troubles and your struggles in life, and I was just entertaining you, lying to you, and selling you false hope and whatever, then this channel would probably blow up, because I'm probably charismatic enough, well-spoken enough to be able to have a decent channel and a decent following. But that's not my goal. See, I'm not here to compete with anybody else. I'm in my own lane. I'm not here to be anybody else. I'm in my own lane. I don't have time to look out the window. I spend all my time looking in the mirror. I'm only focused on me. Now, A lot of you, you're going to go, well, that's pretty selfish. Listen, the reason a lot of you are where you are and not where you belong is because you haven't been selfish enough. Sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you have to focus on you. Sometimes you have to just decide, hey, I'm cutting everyone and everything off, and it's just about me from here on out. And I've learned to do that. I've learned to say, hey, I'm just going to focus on me. I'm not thinking about what anybody else is doing. What are they doing on their channels? I don't know. I'm just going based off what I used to see on YouTube before I started my own channel. And that was a lot of fluff content. All fluff, no stuff. I'd rather, all stuff, no fluff. And so when I decided to do this channel, I decided I was going to give you the real. I wasn't going to hold anything back. I wasn't trying to make friends. I wasn't trying to hurt feelings. I was just going to keep it real, give it to you legit, and tell you what it is. So I was just going to do that. I was going to tell you what it is, keep it real, keep it legit, and hopefully something I say would inspire you or encourage you or be enough information to change your life. Whether I've done that or not, to the extent I'd like to, I don't know. I've only been doing this channel now for about a year. That's it. I've only been teaching people how to build a business from their phone for about a year. That's it. So I'm new to this. I'm learning this. I understand this is going to be a journey. I understand it takes time to be successful. But again, looking out at the prices of everything, do you see the prices going down? I don't. When you go to the grocery store, is there a sense of relief, or do you approach the register with anxiety, wondering if the card you're going to swipe has enough money on it? Wondering if you'll be able to get the foods that will feed your family for the week. That's stressful. Living that way is hard. So somebody asked the other day, like, hey, what can we do about the financial situation or the economy? What can we do about it? Yes, everything costs too much, but what can you do about it? Here's the only thing you can do about it. Only thing you can do about the financial situation in America? Here it is. You ready? Smash thumbs up if you're feeling me. Here it is. Make more money. That's it. I wish I could say something else. I wish I didn't have to say this. I wish I could say, hey, just keep hustling. It's going to work out. I wish that I could say, hey, don't worry about that stuff. Eventually it'll go down. But the truth is, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to go down. And if it does go down, I don't know when it's going to go down. Even those of us who are making decent amounts of money, we still look at this and go, hey, I don't know what the heck is going on. Why are these houses so expensive? Why are these cars so expensive? Why are my bills double what they were and I only get the same thing? Like, what is going on? Why am I spending $150 a month just to have an Apple iPhone? So, like, what is going on? Why is everything so expensive? And I've had this conversation with my wife, and I say, sweetheart, like, my heart goes out to the people that have to go into these stores and, pray at the register, because I know what that's like. I used to have a car that ran on prayer. I appreciate that. Was that Andre? Appreciate that. Again, I'm going to keep it real. Shout out. And I used to have a car that ran on prayer, meaning that I used to have to, this car was so beat up and jacked, I used to go out there and have to lay hands on this car physically and start praying over this car, y'all. And like, Lord, I need this car to work because I got a little baby girl in the house and I need to get to work. And so that car had a lot of issues, and it was very cheap, but goodness, it was, I paid for it double with all the work I put in. I almost became a certified mechanic. It's one of my first cars ever. But I know what it's like. And a lot of rich people do. I'm not rich. I'm not telling you I make $1 million a year. That is a goal very soon. I hope you have those kind of goals and aspirations too. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about wanting to be rich. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about wanting to be wealthy. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about wanting to be well off. Don't ever allow anybody to squeeze you or to make you feel bad emotionally about wanting to have a great life. You know why I don't care what other people say? That's why I don't look through windows, I look into mirrors. Because again, I'm focused on myself. What can I do for me and my family? I don't have time to figure out if somebody cares or if somebody's looking at me or somebody's paying attention to me or what do they have compared to what I have. I'm not looking at that. Whatever mission God gave you, that's your mission. It's not my mission. I got an entirely other mission over here. In the South, we say whole nother. I got a whole nother mission over here, baby. It ain't got nothing to do with you, and yours ain't got nothing to do with me. Bad grammar, good teaching. I'm working on something totally different. I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to get through this thing. I got an entirely different mission than you. So whatever you're doing, you keep doing, and I wish you the best, no animosity. But whatever I'm doing, I'm focused on it. And I can't allow you or anybody else to take away from that. You know why? Because I don't have a lot of time. I keep emphasizing that, and I know you guys hear it on the videos. I keep telling you, you're not going to live this life forever. The life that you're living right now on this earth, doing the things you enjoy doing, being around the people you love, this life is going to expire. When? We don't know. But if you understand that this life is not going to be here forever, the faster you understand that, the faster you'll get to work. The faster you'll get to get started on your purpose. The faster you'll get to creating the life of your dreams. You first have to understand you don't have time. The reason a lot of you guys are just coasting through life and taking your time is because you believe you have time. People say that and it's so cliche, like, hey, don't rush, you have time. Listen, here's what I say. Don't be reckless. Go quickly because you don't have time. Go fast. Sure, don't be reckless, be smart, but you got to go fast. Why? Because time is the one thing you don't have. It's the one thing you use up today and you'll never get back again. That birthday you had last year, you'll never see it again. It'll always be in the past. So time is something you don't have. So what you need to be focused on is utilizing the time that you do have. So enjoy this life as much as possible. Do the things you love doing as much as possible. Be around the people you love as much as possible. I'm telling you that from the heart. You're running out of time. Every day you and I wake up, we're running out of time. That's one less day we have left in this world. What are you doing with it? Are you stressed out? Are you living in fear, living in anxiety? Are you worried all the time? By the way, worry will take you to the grave early. You better believe that. Are you living with anxiety and people are out here having panic attacks and anxiety attacks? And come on. That's not the life you were called to live. You know it. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sick living it. You go to work, you're physically feeling ill. I know, because you're not supposed to be there. Doesn't mean just quit and walk away. That's not what it means. But it means you've been there too long. It was just supposed to be temporary, and you're supposed to move into a new season, but you haven't moved yet. And now you've overstayed, and now you've rooted yourself in a place where you can't grow. And what does that do to the roots? Dries them out, makes them feel nauseous. Again, because you're there too long. Life has a way of telling you need to move. You need to keep going. You need to get out of this situation. This relationship is bad for you. It's unhealthy for you. You need to take steps to move. Well, I know, and things aren't perfect between us, but we kind of make it work. No, the reason you're in the situation where you got to kind of make it work, what are you talking about? It's either working or it's not working. What do you mean it's kind of working? Would you drive a car that's kind of working? Would they pay you on your job for kind of working? No. Let's not be foolish. So, Hard times are coming. You saw the title. The winter is coming. If you watch Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. The winter is coming. The famine is coming. This is, as bad as it is right now, this is the feast. This is the feast. As bad as it is, these are the good times. Because I'm telling you what's coming, and I don't even know how to describe it or what it's going to be in total or in totality. But I'm telling you, something bad is coming. It's like a volcano that's kind of trembling or roaring. Hey, this ground's shaking a little. I don't know what that means. Oh, I know what it means. That means you better run, and run now, and run to a car, and then take that car to a boat, and then take that boat to a plane, and get out of here. That's what it means. That means it's time to go. You need to go now, ASAP. And for a lot of you, you don't have that sense of urgency. For a lot of you, you're letting your life pass you by and you're not doing anything about it. You're sitting there going, well, I don't understand. I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand how I'm left behind. I don't understand how I'm not living the life of my dreams. Well, you got to do something about it. What are you doing? What are you working on? What are you trying to build? What are you creating? Why are you in the situation you're in? Why are your finances not straight? Why are you still having money problems? Just think about all these things. How could that be? How could you still be having money problems? What are we talking about? Why are you stagnant in your finances? Why are you still making bad money decisions? And again, I'm not here to fuss at you or chew you out. I'm just here to access your mindset and say, hey, what if, some of the things you've been believing, what if it's not true anymore? What if it was true yesterday, but it's no longer true today? And so for a lot of you, the biggest problem I have, even with students when we're going through the middleman business, is a lot of you, you're so programmed that it's a battle to get you to believe something different. And the hard part is you don't even realize that's the only thing that holds you back. It's just what you believe. Listen, it's true because it's true. That's the fact. It's not true because you believe it's true. Because a lot of you believe in the wrong thing and calling it true. It's not true. You're believing the wrong thing. It's not true. You still believe that if you go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a degree, and you believe it because you're either doing it or you're teaching your kids to do it. Go to college, get a degree, walk across the stage, get a degree, and then turn around. I appreciate it, Andre. And then turn around and say, hey, because of this degree, here's what you're entitled to. You're entitled to a safe, secure job for the next 30 or 40 years. You're entitled to a 401k match contribution plan. You're entitled to guaranteed retirement. Those were called, I think those were called defined benefits. And now we have defined contribution accounts. Those are retirement accounts. Yeah, because think about your parents and your grandparents, especially your grandparents. Your grandparents had guaranteed retirements. So whenever they retired, they get these pensions. Now, this generation that's about to retire, the baby boomers, their money's tied up in a 401k. See, your grandparents, their money they didn't have to invest. They did the work for 30, 40 years. The company gave them a defined benefits package. It probably wasn't like anything crazy, but on top of Social Security, it sustained them and they had a decent retirement. For you and I, if you don't protect yourself and create a great future for yourself, when are you going to retire? You're going to work until you're out of this world. So, and I don't talk a whole lot about retirement because it's not a goal, and I don't think people today should be thinking about retirement. Now, if you're physically ill or disabled, something like that, sure, you don't have to do all that work. Enjoy life. But for those who are healthy and love what they're doing and in their purpose, we're not thinking about retirement. We're just thinking about how many lives we can change while we have time. Emphasis on while we have time. Again, if I could get you guys to understand that you're not going to be here forever, if someone showed up today and punched a clock for you and said, hey, this is how much time you have left. What are you going to do? You're going to turn up 10x, 100x. You're going to turn up so fast and so hard. Nobody's going to be able to stop you or slow you down. You're going to be like, I don't have time. I don't even have time for friendly conversations. Let's go get everything done that I'm here to do and haven't done yet. Because I would do the same thing. I'd be like, here's what I want to do. I want to spend as much time with my family, my wife and kids as I can. I want to be with them every second. I want to take my son fishing, teach him golf. My son's 4, my daughter's 2. I want to record videos so that they can know my mindset. So as they grow, they can learn from me because I'm not going to be here. Right? I want to go and try to create these businesses and blow them up very quickly with the time I have left. And it can be, yeah, I'm not saying it's got to be the next day. I'm just saying, if you ever saw a clock that said, here's how much time you got, then you would exponentially start doing everything you can to change your life. You would turn up so fast, there would be no stopping you. Well, I'm here to tell you that's exactly what's going on. You have a clock, but it's not just you. I have a clock too. The only thing is the unknown time of expiration. Oh, but there is a time of expiration. So again, I'm not here to scare you. I'm just telling you, understand you're not going to be here forever. So what are you waiting on? Why are you letting things stop you? It won't kill you. The things that stop us, they don't hurt. They don't even hurt. They don't even sting. You could get bit by an ant and it hurt worse than the things that you're letting stopping you, the fear that you're letting impede your progress. So when you think about, hey, here's what I want to accomplish, and then you get to the but, then I want you to ask yourself, is it going to kill me? No. All right, then let's roll. It's not going to kill you. It ain't life or death. I started a business that failed. Good it failed? No. Good you had the what's to start a business and try something. It's not guaranteed to be a success. Nothing is. There are no guarantees in this life, right? There are no guarantees of a safe, secure job. Going back to my point before I get out, because I got some fun things I want to do today. I told you, somebody put in the comments, they were like, why are you always doing your videos out and about? I was like, I don't have a job. This is what I do. If I'm not out shopping, my wife's out shopping. So, because she works part-time. And that was a blessing to be able to give her that life a year ago and say, hey, we don't need your paycheck anymore. And if you don't want to work, you don't have to. I know you love your job, so just don't work a lot. And that was the agreement. Because even she doesn't want to sit around. My wife's young. So, but again, all I'm here to say is a lot of the things you might believe are no longer true. So your parents, real quick to wrap this up, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. If you're a new subscriber to the channel, let me know in the comments. And if you're someone who wants to start a business from your phone because you understand that jobs are not safe or secure, paychecks are not safe or secure, and that stacking money in a bank account and leaving it there is a terrible idea, then you need to be thinking about creating a business from your phone. I call it a middleman business. All we do is match customers with businesses. We book customers, take deposits. That's where you get paid, dispatch to work. Quick example, I have a middleman moving service here in Dallas, but I don't do any moving. I shop, right? So what happens is someone contacts my moving service. They get my VA. You'll hire a VA. You don't have to answer the phones or anything. The VA takes the call, books the job, takes my $150 deposit. That's what I get for the moves. That money goes into my account. I get a Stripe alert saying I just got paid. So if we do that 5 times a day, I made $750, a little less because I pay my VA, but $750 for a day without having to leave my house. It's not bad. So, and then all of a sudden the work gets dispatched to a ISP, which is independent service pro, or what you guys would call contractors, same as brokering. And they go out and do the work. We follow up. That's it. I don't follow up. The VA does. But I teach you how to do this. It takes me about 1 hour a week to do my job. That's mainly meeting with my VA and running some promotions. That's it. So if you're willing to work about 1 hour a week and make, well, right now students are at about a little over 3, maybe 3,400 starting out per month. But My goal is to get everybody to 10,000 or as close to you as 10,000 per month as we can. But if that's something you want to do, you're sitting there going, hey, jobs are not safe, I need to find another way to make money, then teach me how to build a middleman business. All you have to do is put the word middleman in the comments below, or put the word middleman under any of the comments in any of my videos, or click the link in the video description below to get the free training. So here it is. Your grandparents were getting, by the way, smash thumbs up if you don't mind. So your grandparents were getting retirements and whatnot. So you keep teaching your kids to go to school, get a safe, secure job. There's no such thing. Then you teach them to save up their money in a bank account, which is a terrible idea. To do what? Buy a house, which is an even worse idea. Now you got a 30-year mortgage. Jobs are not guaranteed. The only way you know how to make money is with a paycheck. So if you lose your paycheck, you lose your house, and your $100,000 down payment is gone. I've said enough. Let me know. I know, man. I know this is new to you. I learned this the hard way doing these things. That's why I talk about this. I know there are no other channels out there telling you don't buy houses. I know there are no other channels out there telling you stop saving money. I know there are no other channels out there telling you, hey, you need another source of income. Don't trust that job. Don't trust that paycheck. They're going to fire you as soon as they can replace you. So if you have a job that AI can do, you're out of there. Here's what I say real quick, and I need to do a video about this, but here's what I think are the safe jobs. Service jobs where you go out and provide a service that computers can't do, technology can't do, AI can't do. They can't walk in houses and wrap furniture and pick it up and load it in a truck. AI can't do that, at least not yet. For all you Uber and drivers, you're about to be replaced right away. Even in California, there's that, is it Waveco or something like that? You guys know the name. That company's out there, driverless taxis. Uber's out of business. I know you guys love Uber. Uber's about to be out of business. I'm telling you. Like Waymo or something like that. And even here in Dallas, Tesla's about to launch driverless trucks. You truck drivers, you're out of business. And they're about to launch driverless taxis. Uber, Lyft, bye-bye. I don't know how soon it's going to be, but you got to see the writing on the wall. They're coming for you. So what does that mean? That means you need to find another way to make money or you're going to be left out this winter. Don't get locked out in the winter, guys. I got to go. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. See you on the next video. Peace.